going to have to recap on the last video I made. Just a little bit on making of the dowels. I'll run through the bits and pieces of the dowels. I forgot to add something that you may well wonder, how did that come about? Anyway, there we go. So, if you watch the other one, what you would see me actually using the core bit to prepare the dowel. Now once you've done this, obviously once you've got them cut off, you can use one to mark off the next one, because it'll be within reason. But to get the first one, just pop a little wire down in the slot that goes all the way around the dowel, and then bend it over to where you want it. Put it on the face of the dowel, and then just put pencil marks all the way around, and then join the dots up, and that'll give you an idea where to cut. What I would say was cut back from the line towards the end of the dowel, or the start of the dowel, sorry, to give you just under a 1/16 of a shoulder when you cut off. That makes it a lot easier when you're putting the handle to the dowel. It just gives it an edge to sit on rather than a complete flat surface, so it's a lot easier to trim up and make things fit. But this is what you'll end up with when you've bored it, marked round, cut it. Be very careful when you're cutting down to the dowel. The saw will give as it reaches the void, and don't go any further. Just take your time, round it gently until you get it to the thing, and then it will part, and you will have basically that situation. The reason for adding the screw situation is it'll give you a metal and a wood dowel, which is a far stronger business altogether than just wood itself. And the glue, because it is an expansion glue, the Gorilla Glue, will take up all the slack that's in there, and just makes a complete metal and wood dowel that is stronger than wood itself, and works extremely well. So that was a bit I missed out. I went, oh gee whiz, I watched it and I went, oh dear, 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 what can we do? Anyway, it's an age thing, you know. I've not got a storyboard. Things I need to, you know, do things that are a bit more professional. Anyway, that's not what it's all about. So that's it. But that was just a quick run through on that, you know, to let you get an idea of what was missed out. There were loads of things probably missed out, but the thing you're going to have to do is to find ways of working yourself, and that will give you the required thing. And as I said before many times, you'll not get it right the first time, but practice on stuff that you're really not that worried about in terms of a good stick or anything. Pick the worst off what you've got, practice, and eventually it comes to you. You know, the first one you get right, you go, oh, gee whiz, that's it, like, no, I've done that. Then you'll get it wrong again, but anyway, it doesn't matter. It comes good, it comes good. But when I was speaking about the Gorilla Glue, this is the stuff you get, but you know, they're also, Gorilla make a lot of different things, and they also make a wood glue, just purely a wood glue. The wood glue is handy, and you could also get one of these, but this is not what you use. The wood glue is not what you use for the dowel, for the join of the dowel and the handle. It's the other stuff, and it's an expansive, and it's got on it bond, stone, metal, ceramic, glass, wood, foam and more, and I have no doubt it does. But, and it's activated obviously by the water situation. Water activates it. Not a lot, just enough to make it work. And as I say, be very careful. If you want to try it out on something before you put them together, by all means try it on something. Just put a bit of water down on something, put a bit of glue on it, and you'll get an idea how it expands and roughly what you'll need. But they also make super glue, gel. It is very, very good, very, very good glue. One of the best super glues for me anyway. Thing with yeah, it's like the other stuff. I know what's all in it. I'm scared to read, but certainly it does what it's supposed to do. So I thought I'd give you a quick run through on that before because I'm going to spend the rest of the day peeling sticks. I like to peel a lot of mine before the season. A lot of people say no, don't do this, but yes, some you preferably need to do this before the season. It's a lot easier to take it off when they're green and fresh than it is when they're seasoned. And I like to put do other things with the sticks rather than just leave them with bark on. You know, I'll do various things, and I like a good clean surface to work with. But that's, I mean, it's everybody to their own thing. What I will show you before I leave it off is a beautiful bit of apple. I've never ever came across as straight a growth as this in an apple tree. And it's about 4.5 feet, 5 feet long, and it was growing straight up through the tree. Had to have this one. I went, oh yeah, that I will never come across again in that length and straightness for apple. It's so good. So we climbed up in the tree and got that one out, and so that one, part of it will make a stick, and the offcuts will go to, I also make wooden whistles, apart from a lot of other things, but wooden whistles to, like, you know, it amuses me to do these things. So, yep, and I'll try it out, the offcuts on the whistles, and see how that goes. Pear woods, I'd like to believe, is much preferable, but I've never came across any as such right now. But you can make whistles out a lot of different kind of woods. Yew I tend to like, it works reasonably well on yew. But anyway, I hope I've covered the bits that I missed. We'll try not to do this again, but I've no doubt it will happen. But anyway, that's hopefully covered the bits. We've got Henry out there this morning, blowing. We seem to have one after the other nowadays. We've now given them names, which is, what can you say? It makes them more acceptable to give them a name, but we're doing this. It was always known as bad weather in Scotland, but now we've given them names. And we've got warning triangles and various other things to keep us informed of everything that's going on. Well, too much information nowadays, I think. We worry too much about that. But anyway, we'll leave it at that now, and we'll catch up with you at a later stage. As I say, I'm going to spend a lot of the morning peeling. Not my favourite thing, but I'm afraid you've got to do it if it saves you time to come. So anyway, we'll leave it at that now. Thanks very much.